Welcome to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I am your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, and we are here today at Patricia's Herbal Essence for the first time. We are filming live, and of course, your Blogtalk is live. I'm here with very special guest, Haji Basim, and we're going to talk about harmonious health from a musical perspective today. I am so excited. So first, as always, I want to have you go and get your blue pen and your white paper because you know you are about to get that transformational information you've been looking for. We are continuing our series on the 9 steps that you must do to obtain and maintain optimum health. And what you probably don't know, and maybe you do, I don't want to assume that you don't know this, but the body is very much an instrument, and a proper tuning of your instrument is what good health is really all about. And I'm so excited. We're going to talk about what music is and means and how it makes us feel. And Haji's been all over the world since I've last seen him, so I'm very excited. Now, by now you have your tools, your pen and paper. Now take this number, 1-800-609-8157. That's how you get in touch with us, 1-800-609-8157. If you go to Facebook, it's shifa.owl, right? Facebook, shifa.owl. And, of course, our website is oneness.lifestyles.com, oneness.lifestyles.com. So why don't we just go ahead and get you number 5 of your harmonious health, and because I know, but when I start talking to Haji, it's going to be a whole nother thing up in here. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. So number 5 in our series on the 9 things you must do is absorption. Absorption. Now, when we think about absorption, we should kind of bring to your mind a sponge. You know how a sponge just absorbs all the liquid around it? Well, your body is the same way. Your cells, in fact, are like a sponge. So whatever you put in your body, whether it's poison or whether it's nutritious, it goes into your cell structure. And that is what we really want to get across to you. And not just what you put in your mouth, but what you put on your body. You know, we slather ourselves with all kinds of smell goods and different things, not really recognizing that most of what you buy across the counter in the stores are made from industrial chemicals. And those industrial chemicals are known to be toxic. Some are actually carcinogenic, meaning it causes cancer. They are hormone disruptors and neurotoxins. And it is documented that by the time we leave the house in the morning, we've actually put on 126 unique different chemicals on our body that's being absorbed into our cell structure. Your pores are a two-way street. Your skin is the largest elimination organ, yes, so it's pushing out toxins through perspiration, but it's also your third lung. So it's breathing, and it is also absorbing. So everything that you put on your body goes in your body, specifically into your cells, most importantly into your bloodstream, and it affects every organ in your body. Every organ in your body. So with absorption, so what am I saying to you? Read the label? Absolutely. We've gotten used to reading the labels on our foods, but we really are not paying attention sufficiently to what we're actually putting on our body. So we want to absolutely make a note of going to check the stuff that's on your dresser, in your bathroom, in your medicine cabinet, all your perfumes, all those things, and see whether or not you're poisoning yourself. Now, on the website, oneness.lifestyles.com, in the resources section, there actually is a page of 10 synthetic chemicals to avoid in your personal care products. And this is critically important. Now, with regard to the foods that you eat, the foods are absorbed. So if you're eating French fries and maybe some things that aren't so healthy for you, then you're going to want to kind of slide back from that some and put more nutrition in. And of course, I'm recommending whole food nutrition, because you have to be aware that the vitamins that are on the market, 98% of them have magnesium stearate in it, which is a poison. And the only reason why it's in the vitamin is because it helps the substance move through the machinery easier, so they can put it into capsules or form it into tablets. So want to make you aware of that. Magnesium stearate is a poison, and it's known to be a poison. So every day when you're taking your handful of vitamins, 98% of you are actually harming yourself, when we actually think we're doing ourselves a lot of good. And that's being absorbed into the cell and causing premature cellular death, which causes premature aging, which leads to, of course, premature death. So absorption is vitally important. So what should you be absorbing? Whole food nutrition. There are very few companies now who actually produce whole food nutrition. It's coming out more and more. And of course, we supply it. We are a resource for everything that you need for your health and well-being. If we don't have it, we can source it for you and help you get from where you are to where you say you want to be in your well-being. So with that, that's number 5, absorption. And we'll be moving on in the next shows. So stay tuned, and you're going to want to put what I'm talking about into practice. And what is that practice? That you are more informed, which means you know better, so you can do better. Okay? All right. You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I'm your host, Shifa, and I'm here with Haji. We're going to talk to Haji now. Okay, so so I'm here with Haji Basim, and he is a accomplished songwriter and composer, musician, and spiritually centered and grounded person. I mean, and that's huge to be able to say that in the world we live in today. And I've known Haji maybe for about 4 years now. About 4 or 5 years. Because we're right here in Noda, where I don't know if we actually met here, but I know that you performed here sometime.
I know we crossed paths here at some
a lot,
point.
Yeah. So I want to welcome you.
Thank you.
To the show.
Thank you.
And talk about what you have going on. I deliberately didn't frame this so that I could hear all of the goodness that you've been to Australia.
And finished the international tour in April.
Okay.
But with that, I'm also recording a CD right now, in the process of recording one called A Journey of Gratitude. And it's my 4th CD. It's a full-length LP, and it touches on issues of the heart and things that concern me, just life and my perspective and how I've gotten it. So yeah.
Okay, well, wonderful. So this is your 4th
CD.
Your 4th CD. Okay, so tell us what the first 3 were.
Well, the first one was I was living in Atlanta maybe about 12 years ago, and I was playing open mics, and I went to an open mic, and they had a competition. And the winner of the competition was going to win some studio time at a studio, Patchwork Records in Atlanta, where T.I. and other people that do music record CDs. So I won that and wound up recording a CD. And that first one was put into limited press, and it was called Haji Basim, just plain. The next one I recorded myself. I was waiting for someone to come along to make my dream come true and realize that person was me. So I went ahead and used the gifts I was given to record the CD, duplicate, do the artwork for it. Everything was an independent effort. And the second one I did as well in my own space. I created a little space in my house, put the sheets up, I had to rig it up, and just got the sound. Because these days you can do home recordings and sound just as good outside of mixing and mastering as going to a studio. and I like the creative freedom as well.
Sure.
Then the third one I just finished. It was an EP called Ingratitude, and
Ingratitude.
it was very much so a spiritual montage of my experiences throughout my life, seeing the totality of aspects of God being brought into one, and singing and sharing from that place.
Yes, wonderful. Well, congratulations on your efforts.
Thank you.
You know, it's just wonderful to have your music available to us, and we really depend on you to bring it to us so that we're not having to only have this limited selection of things, and you really speak to the heart. And you're going to hear from Haji, just wonderful. I'm going to calm down.
And let me go and say, too, that I appreciate
Please.
you for being that healing voice on the airwaves and on the internet to be able to share information and help people heal themselves and become whole.
Oh,
So,
I give thanks.
definitely.
I'm in gratitude.
Ah.
I'm in gratitude. Wonderful. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
So, international tour, where did you go?
So I started my tour. Actually, I was, for the last 2 years, the year and a half, I've been on the road touring. I've been all over the states, mainly hitting up the West Coast, Oregon, Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles and San Francisco, those main ones. And I'm doing a little bit of New York, some Charlotte, some Atlanta.
Okay.
But for a good 6 months, I was straight on the road, just doing as many shows as I possibly could. And once again, this has been an all-independent effort, so I've just been having to book the shows, book the flights, make the arrangements, just go. And you ever go to a place, I'm sure you have, where you know you have to jump off this cliff to make what you want to happen.
Yes.
And if you don't jump, it's not going to happen.
Leap.
So I jumped, and I'm still falling. I feel like, I'm getting my wings going, but I'm still falling.
Yes, you have wings.
I have wings.
Yes, you have wings.
So after which, I started my first international tour last February. No, I'm sorry, last March. And my first stop was Norway. I went to Oslo, Norway, and then to Tønsberg, where I attended a meditation retreat. Swami G was doing it. So and then
Peace
played,
Swami.
Peace Swami. Played a couple of shows there in Oslo and in Tønsberg. Then wound up flying back to the States and then going to Australia, which was maybe a 2-day long process. So after which, getting to Australia, my original plan was just to play one festival in Adelaide, Australia, for that whole week, and then come back to finish my U.S. tour. But 1 week turned into a month and a half.
Wow.
And Spirit just showed up all over my trip, and doors open, and I walked through them. Other doors open, and so I'm playing another tour in December through January, and an official festival tour in March.
Okay.
And a lot of love over in Australia. Lots and lots of love.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful.
Spirit
People are
is good.
hearing you all over the planet. Yay. So, I was talking to the audience about the body being an instrument, and you having a wonderful voice is a demonstration of that. And being in tune, you told me that you just kind of went vegan. So what happened? What caused that, and what does that feel like in your body?
Well, getting back from tour, I didn't have a good eating habit, so to say, because I was jet lagged and just eating whatever I pretty much get.
Sure.
So I had been really frazzled. So I got a chance to stay at a meditation retreat center for a good month after getting back to the States, and did a master cleanse for 2.5 weeks, and just reset my body. And my body wanted things that was feeding it, and I could actually feel the effects of, if I got some fried food, I felt lethargic and tired, and and I could feel the result. And not having that experience I studied before, it made my decisions a lot more powerful. So I decided to start doing the vegan thing, and seeing how once you make that shift to say I'm going to decide to eat differently or do something different, it presents itself. And I just got to finish making a mushroom souffle, a mushroom saute with some carrots, and it filled me up, and I'm loving it. I love how I feel not eating that way. So
Excellent. You talk about making a decision. The first step in the 9 steps is to discipline your mind to do the other 8. So that's the first part. That mindset, that shift that you make. And yes, the universe, everything conspires to support you. if you let it, if you let it. So that's wonderful. So you're enjoying the vegan route.
I'm enjoying it. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
very good.
And I'm doing a lot of yoga right now too as well.
Okay.
I just want to get. I love my yoga practice. It's kind of been off and on for the last couple of years, but I'm developing a very foundational yoga practice, and it gives to me.
Beautiful. Yeah. It gives to me. I like that. Wonderful. Okay, so let's talk about and listen to and hear some little bit of music. Sure. What would you like to share with us?
Well,
that you can do from right here comfortably.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't overdo the amp, overdo the microphone. Well, let's see. A song. How about this one? I just started playing a banjo. It was very foreign to me when I first got it and realized just how close it actually is to me. This is a drum. This is straight from Africa.
Oh, okay, yes.
Straight from Africa.
A drum.
But it's given the idea of being an Appalachian instrument, which it is, and that's what the culture did with it. But when I started playing it, I couldn't put it down because of the rhythms and just feeling it. And I'll just give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, this is called Shine.
Now, what genre would you call your music? What is that?
So,
or do you even put a?
You know how artists are. It's everything.
Yeah.
But no. I've actually had to narrow it down with promoting it and the elevator speech and all that stuff. So it's called urban folk music.
Okay.
Urban folk.
Urban folk
and it
music.
Comprises. I play 11 different acoustic instruments, and I bring my own style to them.
Certainly.
Just my own style to them, and I love acoustics because to me it evokes the simplicity, and spirit works in simplicity, and I love just there's nothing else but it, and you're just in it, and if you're not, you're not, and if you are, you really are.
Yeah, it has that, it's real, that sense of what is real and tangible, and it excites the cellular structure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's vibration.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It really excites the cellular structure and gives life. And that's what I get from your music. I mean, from the first time I heard you were playing a little tiny, what is it called?
Ukulele.
A ukulele.
Was it out at the
Out
Acoustic
here,
Garden?
Yes,
Okay.
Acoustic Garden.
That's what the open mic was we did, and no, that was called the
Acoustic Garden. Yeah. Yes, I actually did some spoken word
Yes, you did.
myself.
Yes, you did.
So,
after a little bit of prompting. But
yes, and it still takes some prompting. So I've been, I've done it a little bit since, but it is something that I certainly appreciate from, I guess, the genesis that it is in terms of thought and word, and then when you put music to it, it just takes us to a very real place, you know, in consciousness, and that's what I really love about your music. So when you say you play 11
Yes.
different instruments, what are they?
I will not brag, so I only say about 8 or 9.
Okay.
You know, be boastful. So the guitar first,
Okay.
The piano, and all these I've been self-taught on. I played tuba in high school, but I don't do it anymore. So for some reason the women didn't like
tuba,
guys that
I
play
can
tuba.
imagine.
Figure that, you know. Maybe I'm finna play lean on me. But the guitar, the bamboo flute, the both flutes, the bass, the drums. What you know about that, brother? The drums, the clarinet, the spoons, the harmonica, the ukulele, the banjo. Did I say banjo already?
No.
Banjo and fiddle. I gave you 10 already,
Fiddle.
so I'll stop right there.
All right. Well, very good. What is spoons?
Spoons are actually, I kind of learned spoons when I learned how to play the banjo. It's a folk. It's just two spoons, and they play it in a rhythmic fathom method called the ham bone.
Okay.
Yeah, ham bone. You slap it on your legs and stuff. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah.
Okay. Spoons. Real spoons. Okay.
It's just
Make music.
for sure.
Make music.
For sure.
I love it. I love it. Wow. You are listening and watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. Our very special guest on today is Haji Basim, and we're talking about his travels around the world, his 4th CD now, In Gratitude.
Journey of Gratitude.
What is it?
Journey of Gratitude.
Journey of Gratitude. Let me get that right. Journey of Gratitude. What is your website?
It's www.hajibasim, HAJIBASIM. That can be Googled as well, and everything else comes up, Facebook,
Okay.
YouTube, everything.
Very good, very good. I encourage you for cellular health, for that high vibration, to listen deeply and intently to the music, and most importantly, the message that Haji brings to us from his heart and soul. It really comes from a real place, Go to our website, onennesslifestyles.com, onennesslifestyles.com. We're going to be posting Haji all over the place because we're so happy to be back in communication with him, and you'll be able to kind of take a look and follow him as we continue to follow him. Our number is 1-800-609-8157, 1-800-609-8157. You know, we're here for you for all of your natural health, your self-healing needs, to help you get from where you are to where you say you want to be, to actually up-level your well-being. So don't hesitate. If something's going on with you, or if you're just curious, give us a call at 1-800-609-8157. We are here for you from that loving space of wanting you to be well, So in closing, what is it that you tell your audiences? What's the message you come to share, to leave, that we take home with us?
I don't know if I've formed it into any words necessarily. It's more so an experience. When I first began playing music, it was a meditation for me, a way to purge some things I didn't know how to express. And being a man in this culture, you're usually not encouraged to express what things are happening below. But through music, I was allowed to express it. And I feel like through a performance, that earnest, honest expression is there. And what the audience takes away from it is what they do. But they seem to always take something away from it that's going to help them in some process.
Yes.
So I don't know the words for it, but I know I want to keep giving it and doing it.
Okay. Well, I have a couple words, all right? Inspirational, spiritual. I'm using this word up level a lot now. I think a lot of people are, but it has resonated with me because we're in a space of a higher elevation, and that's what your music brings to the planet from my perspective. So I'm thanking you so much for being and doing what you called to do and taking that leap. Yeah, jump.
Yeah.
Right? And recognizing that you do have wings. Yeah. And this is such an inspiration because we all have that thing inside of us that is our reason for being. And it takes life sometimes to push us to the edge so that we do take that leap. And it's important that when we get to that place that we are courageous enough to move forward into that space of the unknown with a sense of knowing that it's all going to be all right and that the thing that you came to do is right there. It's right there. And the universe will conspire to support you and give you everything that it is you need to fulfill your journey in gratitude. Yes. Ooh, that fit. Wow, that fit. So that is the CD. That's the latest CD, and they can pick it up on your website.
Yes, they can.
Yes, you can pick it up on Haji's website, and with Haji's permission, we're going to be playing it on the Owl Media Network. So you want to tune in. It's our internet radio, Owl Media Network, and you can hear Haji's music. As always, it's been wonderful to be able to speak into your space, and especially today to have Haji here to bring that realness and to bring the music into touching our soul and our mind. Stay tuned always for the next episode of the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We'll actually be on step number 6 next time. So do tune in, and as always, I wish you love and peace and happiness for the best of health and well-being. I'm Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, and I look forward to being with you again next time. Take good care.